to A Well-Designed Business. My name is LuAnn Nigara, and I'm so glad you found this podcast. Together with my husband Vince and our partner Bill, we have grown our company WindowWorks from the ground up. So I know and I understand the challenges you face in running your interior design business. I also know that your talent alone isn't enough to ensure your success. So on this podcast, we talk about strategies and practical steps to help you grow your business. But make no mistake about it, we have our share of fun here too, mixed in with those aha moments that I love so much. This isn't fluff. Nobody has time for that. Whether you are a new interior designer or a seasoned designer, I am here to help you create and to manage the kind of interior design firm that you dream of. It's straight talk and it's action. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hi, welcome to A Well-Designed Business. Today, I have a single question for you. Is it worth it to buy a ticket to LuAnn Live? It's about the conversation. Well, if you ask me, I will tell you it is 100% worth it. In fact, if you do ask me, I will tell you it is no question worth it. It is silly to debate it worth it, and it is take it to the bank kind of worth it. Why? Because I know the power of a single aha moment. And how any one aha moment, any one new idea, any one new tool or app, how any one of these seemingly tiny things can create a huge change in our business. The kind of change that can dramatically affect our happiness, our success, our profitability, our life, and the lives of the ones we are responsible for and to. But hey, that's me, right? What about you? You see, I've been selling window treatments for nearly 4 decades, and you'd think going to the IWCE conference or to an exciting windows conference was, why leave my business for 4 days, spend the money on hotel and travel, to go to something that I've been to dozens and dozens of times, and I've seen over and over. You see, though, that would be a negative, sir. Vin and I do go to these conferences, even though we have been this many years in business. We don't think to ourselves, well, we're pretty seasoned, we're pretty smart, we've got this pretty locked down, probably not worth it. No, we learned a long time ago that one new idea that improves our business is worth every dime we spend. Why? Because the money is spent once. The idea is implemented over and over and over, generating revenue or creating savings, whichever way, right? Worth it. How about the podcast? You might think after 600 plus interviews, I could think, why bother doing another? Is it really worth it to talk to this person for 1 hour? What else can someone teach me or you about this crazy business that we haven't already heard in the last almost 5 years and 600 plus episodes? And yet, every week, 2 times a week, we learn something new, don't we? Some new way of saying it, some nuance of an old idea, and bang, an aha business-changing moment. All worth it. So, let me ask you, is $5.95 or maybe the VIP $16.95 worth it to you to grow your business? For a moment, let's just address the actual hard ROI, okay? The hard cash ROI. Let's imagine I'm you. If I spend $16.95 on a VIP ticket, do I believe I will learn something that will inspire me, teach me, create for me a sale, a client, a deal that is worth at least $16.95? And while we're at it, let's make this really real ROI. Let's say I'm a designer that bills out at $175 an hour, and I'm billable 4 hours a day. So this represents another $17.50 that I will not earn in real time while I'm at LuAnn Live. So for a VIP ticket with 2 full days of 9 panels, 9 discussions, plus 6 30-minute roundtable sessions, I would need to recoup $3,445 to make it worth it in cold, hard cash terms only. You know what I say? I say, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It is worth it. You see, that's pretty much one design fee that you might close faster, easier, and probably at a higher rate than you would have by something you learned because of that one idea, okay, that you came across over 2.5 days of content. And I'll tell you something else too. Think about this. What if you made this an event in your firm, whether it's you and one assistant, you and your bookkeeper, or it's you and 3 juniors and 3 seniors and an expediter and an office administrator? What if you paid $16.95 for your VIP ticket and everybody in your team sat and watched the event, and everybody was taking notes, and everybody was having aha moments? How about that? Now, you as the principal would come to that VIP third day experience, but your entire team would be there learning. And I know the feeling. Sometimes when we go to a conference, and because of the travel and the airfare and the hotel, we don't always bring our entire team. And I'm writing notes and coming up with ideas, and Vin and I are at night talking them over at dinner and with our different groups of friends. And when I come back to WindowWorks and I'm sitting there sometimes and telling them about this great idea, sometimes I'm saying the whole idea, and as I'm doing it, I'm saying, it's not translating. You had to be there. I needed you to hear it from the speaker because it was so much better when the speaker said it. Okay, so you have that opportunity now. You don't have to put your whole team on a plane or a train or an automobile. You can just make it a really cool team building event, right? Okay, so this is called investing in your business so you and your business can grow, prosper, and flourish. You can't grow your business when you don't grow your mind, all right? Now, let's pour a little more value on this, okay? How about resources and relationships? I keep telling you, if you've been paying attention to me, that this is not your average ho-hum show up in your bathroom Zoom session. No, ma'am, no, sir. Put your clothes on, put your makeup on, comb your hair, in fact, wash your hair, and put your game face on, because we're going to be together. I want you on screen. I want to see you. I want to speak with you. I want to connect with you. Here's what it's going to be like. I have hired a full-on professional TV production team, okay? We are going to set up 4 big screen TVs so that all of you will be on the screens on the stage with me. Hence the hint to get dressed, okay? The TV crew will continuously scroll the screens so I get a chance to be with every one of you at some point during the day, okay? And please don't be the blank box. I'd love to see your faces, your smiles, and your reactions, all right? Now, since I will be on a stage with 4-camera production, you'll actually be able to see me seeing you. Okay? And you're going to see your friends on the big screen when you or they ask a question. Okay? And when you're the one that asks a question, you're going to be able to see and speak to the co-author, the panelist, or myself, whoever you're directing the question to eyeball, right? How cool is that? All right? You don't ever say, I'm not going to watch Saturday Night Live this weekend or The Tonight Show because I'm not there, so it's not going to be worth it, right? It's worth it. All right. And to further ensure that this is as close to being together as I can possibly make it, I am specifically limiting the number of VIP and 2-day all-access tickets. Okay, general admission is not limited, but the VIP and 2-day all-access tickets are limited. Technology allows for thousands of you to be in either of these levels, but to provide real life, genuine interaction, I'm limiting it, just as if I would or had to if we were in real life, okay? This way, you can be with each other too, face to face, laughing, learning. And if it's like it was last year at LuAnn Live, there'll be a little crying too, right? So, look, here's the thing. It's not lost on me. I know, and so do you, if you were there with us last year, that it was very special. It was magical, right? All of us together all day long from 7 a.m. breakfast to 2 a.m. wine, right? For 2.5 days. But we can't do it. We just can't. It's out of our hands. The universe has different plans this year for us. So does that mean we throw the baby out with the bathwater? Do we just say, forget it? I'll see you sometime in maybe the end of 2021 or in 2022? No, I say no. I say, let's get together. Let's laugh. Let's learn. And let's cry if we want to, right? Imagine this too. Imagine who you might meet if you do choose the VIP experience, which, by the way, I'd just like to add, is hosted by none other than East End Interiors. Sal and Enza operate their trade-only showroom, celebrating 31 years in business in 2021. They serve you, they provide you with advice, expertise, as well as the finest brands in furniture and accessories. Everything you need for your design projects, no matter where you are in the U.S., okay? So go to eastendinteriors.com, and a huge thanks to East End Interiors for being our VIP exclusive experience sponsor. Now, think about this though. Who knows who you'll meet in your little cozy VIP Zoom room? It's going to be you and a max of only 2 other colleagues. So think about it. The VIP experience, the round table sessions, will last for 3 hours. 3 hours. You'll be in a Zoom room with yourself and 2 colleagues, and boom, camera. The Zoom room switches, and maybe it's Sandra Funk sitting in front of you, or it's Justin Q. Williams sitting in front of you, or it's Ariane Belazar sitting in front of you, or it's Amber De La Garza, or Eileen Hahn, or any of the other amazing experts that I have assembled for this event, right? So the 3 of you stay, and then every 30 minutes for 6 rotations, a different expert will pop into the room with you. And the thing is, what I want you to think about is, first think about how exciting it is to be able to be in a room with an expert and such a small amount of people and pick their brain. But think about the other 2 people that are in the room with you for 3 hours. These could end up being some friends that you will have for the rest of your life, because you'll be spending this 3 hours talking with them, learning about their businesses too, their challenges, their hopes and plans for the future, right? This 3 hours can be the foundation for a true friendship, a future, somebody that you can in the future support you and be accountable with you. Okay? It reminds me of Kat French from North Carolina and Christina Bruce from Florida. They met at LuAnn Live, and nearly 2 years later, they continue to meet over phone and Zoom, helping, guiding, and cheering each other on. Do you see this possibility? Do you get this part of the value? Right? I've seen it over and over again in my one-day Power Talk Friday tours. 2 random people meet by chance simply because that time they both decided that was the day that they were going to invest in their business, and they bought a ticket to the event. Then, in addition to all of the business information that we throw on you, right? All of the discussions, all of the tools, all of the strategies, then you also have the potential to leave with a business bestie that you can count on for the good, the bad, and the ugly of being an entrepreneur. This is priceless. This is worth it. And I think about this because I think about the pairings that I am aware of that have come from these events that we've had. Just like Kat and Christine, I also think of Michael Mariotti from New Jersey and Lauren Hurlbrink from Maryland. They met each other at a Power Talk Friday tour. If I ever were to pick 2 people in a room who was going to end up being business besties, I never would have put it together. They not only met each other at a Power Talk Friday tour in October, but that spring in April, they were together at LuAnn Live. I even think they shared a room, you know what I'm saying? And both are married, you know what I'm saying? To other people. But I mean, think about the level of friendship that you develop in that environment and how it could potentially change the trajectory of your business, right? Natasha Jones from Wisconsin and Sarah Brennan in North Carolina, another pairing from this. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. Then don't forget the connections that you will make with the 6 experts that are in the room with you, that are, rotating in and out of the room. the things that you can ask them, the insights from their level of experience that can be shared with you. All right. And then, also think about what an outstanding opportunity this is to widen your circle in the industry. We're always talking on the show about how important relationships are in business, right? We're constantly, you have heard guest after guest after guest say that one of the key factors of their success was the business relationship building that they've done, okay? So are you going to get out of your box? Maybe do something unusual like attend a virtual conference and take those first steps to creating new connections. I mean, you sit here and you make these connections with some of these industry leaders, and then what happens when the world is on its axis again and we're all together in High Point or Las Vegas Market or at the IDS conference? Think about it. You can reach out and say, that was really amazing, that 30 minutes I spent with you at LuAnn Live, and I see that you're going to be doing a panel discussion. Could I come up and say hi to you afterwards, or could I buy you a drink, or could we just chat for a minute? Do you think they say no? No, they don't, because you've met them. They've touched you and you've touched them. Okay. So, and if you only decide to do the 2-day all access level, we have built in something for this level as well. In addition to all the interaction that's going to be happening with the panels, you will be divided in lunch into groups of no more than 30 of you to look, you can have your lunch at this break. Of course, we're going to be in all different time zones, okay? But it's going to be one of the experts, one of the co-authors, one of the panelists, one of the experts, and up to 30 of you. And you're just going to chat and hang out for 45 minutes, while the crew, my crew, myself, we're going to, have to regroup and eat something. Somebody's going to force something down my throat, right? And you're just going to get to hang out and ask them questions and ask them what they thought and say, clarify something that you said this morning for me. All right. And share your aha lessons. Okay. So I'm building it all in. Do you see it? It's about the conversation. I could actually call it LuAnn Live. It's about the connection. I've tried to think of every which way to recreate what was so very special and so wonderful about the last one. And I know it won't be just the same, but what if, by some crazy chance, it's actually better? What if something different like this is new and better? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I'm always open for the possibility. I'm always looking for what it could be, not what it wasn't, right? I know what it was. I want that, but I want that and more. Okay. And I know one thing that is better. You don't have to pay for travel and hotel. You don't have to be away from your family, and you don't have to worry about coverage for your kids and spouses and pets. Okay. And like I said, now your team can be with you. Okay. I also know another thing that's better is I was able to really expand the list of people I invited to wow us with their wisdom and their expertise because of being virtual. So it is going to be different, but let's give it a go. Let's make it not just as good as LuAnn Live was last time. Let's make it better. I think we can do it. And I think it's worth it. So I'd love for you to be there with me, sharing in this new experience with me. All right? Go to LuAnnLive.com. Get your ticket before early bird ends on December 31st, and you not only will save yourself $100 on each ticket level, you will also get 3 accountability sessions with me and your early bird colleagues. That's right. This is come, it's get the ideas, get the lessons, but what is it really about, right? What is it always really about? It's what do you do with it? What do you do with that lesson, that idea? So what we're going to do is we're going to get together 2 weeks after the event in a group Zoom meeting. Then in another 2 weeks, another Zoom meeting. And in another 2 weeks, another Zoom meeting. You can come to one, you can come to all 3. I hope you come to all 3. They're designed for you to come to all 3. I want you to be able to check in and say, I've been working on this. I'm not sure what to do now. And I also want you to understand that maybe you heard the same tip or idea as a colleague, but the way they took action on it might be the aha moment for you. Like, think about that, okay? So this 3 Zoom meetings post-event with me are just for early bird registrations, like strictly. You sign up between now and December 31st and you're in. You sign up January 1st, sorry, you missed it, okay? So go to LuAnnLive.com, and I hope that you will join us. I'm really looking forward to it, all right? So, my friend, I am wishing you a happy and safe holiday season. I'm sending you big hugs, and I am hoping that you always decide to be excellent. Thank you so much for joining me again today. This podcast is a production of WindowWorks, your resource for custom window treatments and awnings. To learn how we can help you on your next interior design project, go to www.windowworks-nj.com. And if you're interested in working with me on your business, either through masterminds or one-on-one coaching, or you want to know how to get my book, The Making of a Well-Designed Business, or you just want to know what's going on in the podcast land and where I'm going to be, all of that is found at LuAnnNigara.com. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.